It's me, Megan, with Treasures by Mook, and I wanted to do a little video for you guys today. It's been one of those days where it rained this morning and then it snowed this afternoon, and it got me in the mood to cook some goodies. Not unhealthy goodies, healthy goodies, healthy comfort food to be exact. And this is partly just coming from the fact that I'm a health nut, but it's also coming from the fact that I watched some really good documentaries lately and learned a lot about how to detox yourself with healthy foods. So I'm just going to share a couple little things with you today because I just got back from the grocery store and I picked up some really good yummies, and I wanted to show those to you. And please just excuse the state of my kitchen because I'm cooking right now. I'm cooking for me. I'm cooking for the baby. I have dishes in the sink, and I just got back from the grocery store, so it's like a little crazy in here right now. But I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you some of the things that I got, and then we're gonna make something good and show you some homemade baby food too. Okay, here we go. Well, I'm going to turn the stove down really quick so that it doesn't get too hot because I'm literally cooking right now. And that's part of our recipe, so I don't want to ruin it. Okay, turning the camera. So, is that all in frame? Let's see if I can get that all in frame for you guys. There you go. The first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is the quinoa that I got, and let's make sure that's in frame. There we go. So this is Simple Truth. I went to Kroger, which is like a new thing for me. I haven't always been a Kroger girl. It just kind of started, and I'm saving a lot of money, and they have a lot of really good organic stuff. So I went back and I got some quinoa. This is actually not in the organic section. This is by all the rice and pasta and stuff like that. But I love quinoa anyway. It's a really good grain. It's great to use instead of rice. And it has protein in it, but it gives you that goody comfort food kind of feeling. And so we're going to make a little recipe out of that in just a minute. And then the next thing I wanted to show you is Pamela's baking mix. Let's see if we can get that in the, I think you can read that. So this is Pamela's, and I got the big bag because it was on sale for less than $12, and normally it's $18. So I saved, over $7 on this darn thing. And it's baking and pancake mix, but I don't use it for pancakes. I don't eat a lot of pancakes. I can't have sweet sugary stuff in the morning because I'll just pass out in like 10 minutes because I'll get so tired. But what I do like is the muffin recipe, which you can find on the Pamela's Baking Mix website. And it's really, really a hearty muffin, and there are only a couple of ingredients. And the wonderful thing about it is it's good for you. It's healthy. So the ingredients, let's go ahead and read this, are brown rice flour, white rice flour, cultured buttermilk, natural almond meal, tapioca starch, sweet rice flour, potato starch, grainless and aluminum-free baking powder. Let's see, sodium acid, oh my goodness, pyrophosphate, sorry about that one, potato starch, sodium bicarbonate, baking soda, sea salt, and xanthan gum. So really natural ingredients, no junk in there, and you can make pancakes with it if you really want to, but it's just a really good gluten-free flour substitute for those of you who like to be gluten-free but also want to eat something healthy. The other thing I picked up were these Chobani yogurts, and I really like this one. It's just the plain, and it's literally just yogurt. There's nothing else in it. It's actually good for you. I got the plain because I figured I could just add things to it. So if I want it to be vanilla, I'll add vanilla extract. I topped my chicken with it the other night with a little bit of lemon in it, and it was amazing. I put it on some cucumbers last night. That was great. It's just a really good substitute for sugary yogurts. It's a good substitute for, ranch dressing and all those other, sour cream and things like that that you put on all your food. I really love this Celestial Seasonings Tension Tamer tea. I got this the other night because my husband had a cold, but I just love it because it really is relaxing. It's just a little bit minty, and it's perfect for this time of year when, it's cold outside, it's getting darker, and you really want another cup of coffee, but you probably shouldn't have another cup of coffee because you're already high strung anyway, like me. So today, instead of making another cup of coffee, which I really wanted to do, I made some tension tamer. Got my little teacup over here full of tea. And it's just, it's a really nice balanced herbal tea with just a tiny bit of a minty flavor. The last thing I wanted to show you guys really quick were these cookies. Get those down in frame. Yes, I opened them. Again, Simple Truth, just like the quinoa. And these are exactly like Oreos, you guys, except there's no junk in them. There are no artificial preservatives or no high fructose corn syrup, no colors, nothing. I actually wanted to read you the ingredient list. Now, I will tell you, I went and compared the ingredient list with Oreos, and let's get in there so you can see. I went in and looked at Oreos. Now, Oreo's serving size is 3 cookies. So they're 160 calories and 14 grams of sugar. But what they don't tell you unless you actually read it is there is artificial coloring, artificial flavors, and high fructose corn syrup, which we all know is really bad for you. So this little guy, I'm going to pick this up and give you something to look at here. This is just sugar, enriched wheat flour, canola oil, cocoa powder, wheat starch, natural flavor, invert syrup, salt, baking soda, and soy lecithin. That's it. That is not a lot of ingredients, and they are absolutely delicious. And, honestly, honest to goodness, you guys, when you eat Oreos, you just can't stop eating Oreos. The serving size of these is 2. I cheated. I ate 4, but I'm fine. I don't feel like I need to eat the whole box. And I swear it's because it's not high fructose corn syrup that's in it, and it's just sugar. So give them a try the next time you're at your local grocery store if you have Simple Truth. So I'm going to cover up the camera when I spin this time because I don't want you guys to see my dishes in the sink. So I'm going to cover you up. I'm going to turn you around, and we're going to start our recipe. So right here, I have a bowl of diced tomatoes, diced carrots, and diced onion. This is about 1/3 of an onion. This is 2 whole carrots, and this is a whole tomato. This is 1 cup of quinoa right here. And right here in this lovely jar, I think can you see all that in there? That was my chicken broth that I made the other night, and I was poaching my chicken breasts. So I just saved the water with all the seasonings and all of the good juices from the chicken, and it's literally just homemade chicken broth. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the quinoa here. Oh my gosh, I can't keep you guys in view. There you go. Start with the quinoa. We're going to take this over to the stove where we have a nice big boiling pot of chicken broth. This is 2 cups of chicken broth, and I'm just going to add in the quinoa. And then I'm going to come back over here to my veggies. I'm going to pick up this whole bowl of veggies, and we're just going to dump the whole thing in the pot. I'm going to get that last little bit of onion. Let me turn this for you so you can really see everything. We're going to give it a good stir. And all I'm going to do is let that boil back up, and then I'm going to simmer it. And quinoa is actually pretty quick when it absorbs the water. I would check it in about 20 to 30 minutes. You can really tell when it's done because your vegetables are soft, first of all, and your quinoa gets fluffy, and you can tell the difference between the outer shell and the inside of the grain. You can see that they've kind of separated. The quinoa gets a little translucent. This is just going to make basically a quinoa salad, only I'm going to eat it warm. Now, I already have seasoning in my chicken broth. There's already salt, pepper, garlic, basil, all that good stuff was already in the chicken broth. So if you're going to cook your quinoa with water, add some seasoning, add some flavor to it, because trust me, it's not good plain. And then just go ahead and cook it down with the water and the vegetables, and it's just as good. I just wanted to use the chicken broth this time because I had it in the house. And then last but not least, I just want to show you the baby food that I do. I just made the baby, can you guys see this? Let me get this into the light. I just made the baby carrots, and this is from the Baby Brisa. And the cool thing about this is it's basically a tiny food processor, and it has like a little blade in here. And all you do is put your fresh or frozen vegetables right in there and hit the, I like the steam and blend option right there. So that it finishes steaming it, and then it just blends it for me, and then I just puree it a little bit more. So I did this was fresh carrots, 3 whole fresh carrots, and I did it for 30 minutes. And then when you're all done, the other thing I like to do, come over here and you guys can get a sneak peek into my freezer. This is green beans and pears. So literally all I do is I pour, when I'm done with the baby food maker, when it's all pureed, I pour it into the ice cube trays, and each one of those is like a serving size for the baby. And then I take them out of the ice cube trays and I put them in these plastic bags so that I have, sorry, that's her milk, that we save. But the awesome thing about it is then we can just come in here and we can pull out a couple serving sizes of food for her and warm it up, and it's ready to go. And yeah, then she eats just as healthy as we eat, which is great because, you know, they're tiny people and they're growing and they're learning and they're playing every day, and so they deserve to eat healthy foods, right? You know, we gotta fuel their little baby bellies. So yeah, thank you for joining me in my kitchen today on this beautiful November day that I am just so in love with. And I hope you guys liked some of the goodies that I showed you, and maybe you guys can make something good for yourself. You know, try a new recipe or something fun like that. And if there's any recipes that you guys like with these ingredients that I showed you, go ahead and comment below and let me know if you like anything different. You know, maybe you do like to make the pancakes out of Pamela's, or maybe you cook your quinoa a little bit different than I do, or maybe there's a baby food recipe that you're just in love with. Go ahead and leave a comment and let us know. And I'd love to hear back from you guys, and I hope you all have a very happy fall and a very happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll check in with you again soon.